Hello, Joy Pereira's Moments of Joy for today, and I'm trying to not have any glare in my with my glasses. The power of a pause or the pause. So, have you ever been communicating with someone where it felt like they were being stingy, like a stingy contributor, right? They're not responding as much as you'd like them to, or um, it takes so much to draw them out, or it's like pulling teeth. So we've all had that, and people also probably felt like you were being that, right? So what I was thinking today, that perhaps, and I've shared this before on one of my immediate live videos, I think a couple of weeks ago, that perhaps we're not giving enough space and room for the other person to respond. We're not taking advantage of the fact that they're processing, they're they're wanting to respond to you. However, there is this pause. you know we as humans, it's a normal thing that most of us are very much uncomfortable with silence. you know when there's a pause, there's this natural longing thing where we need to fill that void, we need to fill that silence. We either ask more questions, or we change the subject, or we keep saying the same thing over and over, and not giving room for that person to actually respond and maybe process what you just said. So when we remain silent, when we remain quiet, the other person actually is more likely to open up. And no, it's sometimes it's counterintuitive, like you want to go, let's draw them out. But maybe we're not giving enough room and space, we're not giving enough power to that pause. As a entrepreneur, and you if you're an entrepreneur, you've probably gone to a lot of sales training, and if you're a really great salesperson, that the gold is in the pause. You know that the gold is in the power of the pause. That after you've shared your services, your product, or anything that you're trying to sell, or the price, that you stop talking and let the person just process the whole thing, and let them ask the questions next. It's like that's the gold right there. If you're an entrepreneur, if you're selling something, if you're a salesperson. But in our personal life, we're not exactly selling something. We may be enrolling them into doing something, right? Or we're trying to get them to answer a question, or something really important. And so there's a little bit more of a charge, especially with people that we love and care for. So the power of the pause is really even more important there. you know we want so much from the other person that we're sometimes in the way of actually having them share themselves to us and having them connect with us. So every person, even if you're in the same family, we all have different communication styles, we all have different ways to process. um, and the speed of our processing is different. So being understanding about that, being having more compassion about that, and really learning that, if you're with this person long enough, is powerful. It's really powerful. It becomes a win-win situation, that when we're using the power of the pause, you know, we become more respectful of the other. You respect the other person's process, you respect the other person's way of communicating, and we probably will get more of what we need and want from them. So notice today, where you practice your power of the pause, whether it's at work, at home, with your family, with friends, with clients, and notice others' ways of that. And then, of course, the only powerful thing is your own noticing of yourself, and make a difference there. So that's it for me, Joy Pereira's. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.